welcome to NJ's Tabletop Club. Today we're going to be playing our campaign of Resident Evil, the board game. It's a 1 to 4 player cooperative game where you play through the Spencer Mansion, following the events of the Resident Evil video game. The game, as you can see, has been set up for the tutorial mission, the Gunshot. In this mission, we'll be playing through with Chris and Jill attempting to make it to the exit here. Now, the game does a very good job of telling us how to set up. So you can see on the screen here, you've got all the tiles, zombie locations, items, everything you need to know, set up, ready to go. Since this is a tutorial mission, some things are a little bit different. We have our tension deck, which has been customized. So we have 15 cards and a couple of extra cards for some goodies. This is our encounter deck, which we don't need. We've got a narrative, our missions, our stars, and our maps, which again, we do not need any of these. And then you've got your A items, which we can correspond to the item tokens on the board, which we can then find, as we can see. Let me just fix the board. There we go, now we're ready. So the way this works is each character on play, you can play with either one character or you can play up to 4. You've got Chris, you've got Jill, and you've got Barry, and you've also got Rebecca. When the game starts, the game will tell you on this sheet or in the other scenarios that we're going to be going through where they start. So Chris is starting on position 1 and Jill was starting on position 2. Each phase is split into 3. The action phase, which a character can do up to 4 actions. That can be moving, shooting, using items, opening and closing of doors, and trading. Then comes the reaction phase, and that's when our enemies on the board will get to do things. When there is a zombie in proximity, it will start moving in accordance to its movement. And then for this one, we've got a regular zombie, so he's got a movement of 1, he's got a threat level of 1. Threat level we'll talk about more when we see slightly different threat levels, when we see more of the other enemies in the game, and its health. Each character, we'll start with Chris, has got series numbers at the top. This represents in the following order. The 2 is the evade and roll. So when he gets attacked or tries to move past a zombie, we can try and dodge it. How much capacity our character can hold, and how much kerosene, which we can hold. And the kerosene are represented by these little tokens here. And we can use them to potentially burn zombie bodies or corpses throughout the game for this tutorial, but we will not have any corpses to deal with in this particular scenario. Each character has their own abilities as well. So Chris can do a headshot. If Chris kills an enemy and the damage inflicted to 2 or more damage, it gains decapitation. This is particularly useful post tutorial because zombies have an ability called Tough Hide, which is when they die, they turn into a corpse, which is represented by, I don't have the token on show, but we have some tokens for that. Its other ability is to do Survivor. If he uses a shield item, if he rolls a 4, 5, or 6, he gets to keep the item. So that's also very, very useful, especially when we're trying to stay alive from these creatures of the night. Jill Valentine, only difference is she can still do dodging of 2. She can carry more items, very reminiscent of the game, but she carries a little bit less of the kerosene, so she's not as good as burning the bodies as say Chris says. She's got the ability of Master of Unlocking. Jill can unlock a door if another character has the required key in their inventory. It's quite useful if you're playing the bigger maps. As we can see, this board is quite self-contained. Future campaigns, they will spread out and become quite bigger to maneuver. It also has Fighting Spirit. When an encounter card with a shield symbol is drawn, Jill can heal, and the encounter cards are from here, so these effects will not be playing an effect today in this tutorial mission. So, quick run through of how the game works. So we mentioned that the character has four actions. Each tile is represented by a red border. A character cannot pass through that. There are also doors, which are represented by these little tiles scattered throughout. There is a version for closed and a version for open. Character doesn't have to use all their actions. And you can see that there are multiple rooms, multiple tiles, and they're all interconnected. And you can see that this is where we want to get to. We'll get ready for the story itself. So I'll read through the introduction. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred on the outskirts of Raccoon City. There have been outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Raccoon City Police Department dispatched the Bravo team from the Special Tactics and Rescue Service, STARS, to investigate, but contact was lost shortly after arrival. In response, the Alpha team were sent to investigate their compatriots' last known whereabouts. A forest situated at the edge of a nearby Arkley Mountains. Bravo team's helicopter was derelict when they found it. The pilot's corpse was inside. It looked like he'd been badly mauled by a wild animal. Of the Bravo team, there was no sign. The Alpha teams continued with their search, but the situation quickly turned into a nightmare. Attacked by a group of rabid animals, the Alpha team were forced to flee and take refuge in a sprawling mansion previously hidden by the dense trees. They stand now in a mansion's eerie front hall, gasping for breath as they begin to start to get their bearings. An uncomfortable truth hits them. There are only 4 STAR members left. No one knows whether their other teammates are alive or dead. Is the mission to investigate the bloody murders and find the missing teammates, or is it to survive and escape? And then obviously we'll be doing the tutorial mission, so there is a little bit of synopsis on that. The tutorial, the gunshot. Each of you stands unsteadily in the mansion's main hall, trying to regain your breath after the frantic escape through the forest. As you survey the eerie surroundings and try to assess what has happened, a muffled gunshot echoes from behind a set of doors to your left. You better investigate. So that now covers the story, which is very similar to the video game. And now we're going to play. So we're going to play, and we're going to start with our character in position number 1, which is Chris. So he gets 4 actions. So let's have a look. We want to get to this door. So I can go 1, 2, 3. And we will open the door. Actually, we will not open the door. If we open the door, the reaction phase, then the zombie can then start moving. So that's a bit bad for us. So we'll wait there. Now that Chris has done his action phase, it's now the reaction phase. Now the reaction phase is when any zombie in line of sight through connecting doors or tiles will then be able to move. Since this door is shut, the zombie can't move, and because he doesn't know we're there yet. So nice and safe for Chris at this moment. After Chris has done his reaction, the reaction phase from the zombies, there's the tension phase. This is where we draw from this deck of cards and see what we get. We've got the all clear. There's a little bit of text that just tells you a little bit. We'll read 1 or 2 and we'll see what they say. You can hear trees rustle outside, swaying on the wind. The longest their branches tickle the window panes, scratching like nails. Lightning flashes on and a long shadow stretches over the floor. Suddenly, you're not sure where the sound belongs to trees after all. But essentially, if you get an all clear card, that means nothing else happens on Chris's turn. And that's essentially 1 turn of one of our characters. And we'll be carrying on with Jill. Jill needs to escape this room, so she'll go 1, she'll go 2, she can go 3, and there's this A item here that I think I want her to pick up. So I'll use her 4th action to move on to that tile. Now it's the reaction phase. the zombie is now in the same proximity, so the zombie now gets to move. So he'll move one space closer as indicated by its movement. Then we draw another tension card. Again, all clear. So happy days for our heroes so far. Now Chris, he's going to open this door for his first action. Now the zombie's now in front of us, so we now want to try and kill the zombie. So let's have a look at the handgun. We have two options actually. We've got the knife, which is close range of 1, so it has to be either on the same tile or adjacent. I can get to roll 1 die, which is one of these blue dice, which we'll get to roll. So we'll get these out on show. Boom, boom, boom. If I roll this symbol, I get to push an enemy to an adjacent tile. If I get this one, it means I get to do 1 damage to the enemy, so this is the symbol we want. And if we get this symbol, nothing happens, and anything else is no good for us. So we're definitely after these symbols here. Now let's have a look at the handgun. Okay, so it's a pistol, it's got line of sight, it's got rapid fire. So that means as long as I've got a clear line of sight with an enemy, I will be able to make use of this weapon. Similar to the knife, I get to roll 1 die for 1 bullet. Again, if I roll this symbol, it's a pushback. If I roll this symbol, it's damage, and everything else is a miss. It does have this ability here, which is called rapid fire. It means I'm allowed to expend up to 3 ammo of my handgun and roll that many dice. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to reduce this counter by 3. So he's on 15 ammo at the moment. Goes down to 12. That means we get to roll 3 dice now. Oh, not great, not great. So we've got 2 pushbacks. So I get to push him back 2 spaces, which I'll do. 2. So that was his second action. He's gonna then go 3. And let's go again. Let's try and shoot him again. So that's another 3. I'm gonna do 3 shots again, because I want to try and kill this thing, and it gives me the highest chance. Oh, again, no good. So Chris is not very good with the shooting in this round. I can push back if I want to, but there's nowhere in particular I want to push him, so I won't. And then I'll use my last action to move down here. Now, reaction, zombie gets to move, so he'll move here. So now he's getting close to Chris, not good. And he's already used up quite a few ammo of his handgun, so I'll need to keep an eye out on that. No more zombies can react, so we draw a tension card and it's all clear. Lovely stuff, so we don't need to worry about anything else happening at the moment. Jill's turn. So she's now standing on this lovely A token, so I'm going to use one of her actions to pick up an item, and that will get to draw from here. Some handgun bullets. It's good for Jill. So that was 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to not use the 4th action because I don't want the zombie to get too close. Reaction, zombie gets to move. So now it's in proximity. Oh, we now have a card. Let's have a look at this. Your enemies lunge forward unpredictably, nails clawing through the air as their teeth snap with bestial hunger. Enemies on the same tile as the active character immediately performs a reaction. Yes, there's one on the same tile. If there are no, draw 2 tension cards instead. So he gets to perform a reaction, so he gets to move 1 space closer. So he's now on that space. So it's now going to be harder for Jill to escape this one. So scary times. First things first, it's now Chris's turn. Chris is going to try and shoot again. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. And let's see if we can finally hit the zombie. Come on. 3rd time's the charm. Oh, that's a complete and utter miss. Now, when a miss happens, he gets to do a reaction because I've not been able to push it back. So he will kindly move onto my space. So this is now scary. Chris has only got 6 bullets left. He is now going to attempt to move away from the zombie. So in order to do that, I need to do an evade roll. So I can do 2 rolls. Now, to do an evade roll, I get to roll this. If I roll easy, medium or hard, I succeed because there's only one monster that I have to deal with. If there are small multiple enemies on there, then I'd have to roll a higher check to see if I can get through. So I've been rolling these all day, come on. So I should be able to evade. Okay, so I've got a medium success, so I get to evade without getting attacked. So that can be 2, 3, and then we'll use his 4th action to pick up this item. And I'm hoping it's bullets. It's a green herb. What does the green herb do? It recovers my health or another. This heals a character or another character in the same space by 1. So handy if I'm going to get attacked, which I feel like I am because the zombie's not is pretty good at dodging, even though they don't move very well. Right, reaction time. The zombie gets to follow, and then I get to draw a tension card. Oh, clear. Good stuff. Right, it's Jill's turn. I think I want to evade to begin with. So again, she gets an evade of 2. She did not succeed, which means I automatically lose a damage, and then I can continue with my movement. So he gets a good munch on me. So that was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's just run away from this zombie right now. Don't need the dice. It's a reaction time. This one moves. All clear. Oh, I'm in a bit of a predicament here. What am I going to do with Chris? So I can go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, it's the reaction phase. Every zombie gets to move. All clear. But we do have this symbol. Have to remember this. So this symbol means that it has got a range of 1 now for the next turn. So that's just something to bear in mind. And we'll talk through that if that scenario happens. Jill's turn. What am I going to do with Jill? I think she needs to help these guys, him out. So I'm going to press 1 action there. And now this is where it's going to get very, very interesting. So I'm going to do 3 bullets to try and shoot one of them. Okay, I get a success. So this one gets shot. Now, because there are now linked tiles, all other enemies can do an out of sequence because they've heard a shot. So there's lots of noise in the background and they get to react. So this one gets to move closer, this one gets to move closer, and this one gets to move closer. She's got 2 actions left. She's going to take another shot because they're blocking the way. So that's another 3. Push back, which is good because I can push this one back. Yeah, I can push this one back. Oh, this door's meant to be shut. Do that. He comes, and he comes. So now we're stuck. Gonna have to shoot again. 1, 2, 3. She's only got 6 bullets left. This tutorial mission's going quite tricky. And we're gonna go for... Oh, which one do we want to shoot? The one behind us? Or the one in front? Let's go for the one behind. Oh, nothing. So this one gets to move. This one gets to move. And this one gets to move. So Jill is now in a lot of trouble. Oh dear. Now it's their turn. They get to do an attack. I now have to roll to evade to see if I can dodge the attack. Actually, they all get to get an attack in. So these 2 get to attack as they were 1 because they're on the same space. So to avoid this roll, I need to roll pretty well, which I did. So I did manage, and I get to push one of them out the way. So no damage and push. This one now gets to attack. Because this ability is kicked in, that means he's got a range of 1, and if he is successful, he moves onto the same space as me. He is successful, so that's another damage to Jill, and this one's now on here. Oh, not a good turn for Jill, that's for sure. This door is shut, so don't need to worry about that, but it is all clear. Now, Chris. Oh, our friend Jill is in a bit of a pickle. Let's go 1 and 2 and see if we can get a good item to help the situation. Chris got another green herb. Doesn't help him right now. If he goes 3, oh, I'm gonna go 4 and try and go for this door and escape. It does mean the zombies get to have another couple of attacks. So these two get to attack Jill because we're in the reaction phase. No, dodge. That one takes a bite. Get to push one back. This one gets to move forward, and then that's the reaction done for those zombies. And we'll draw another tension. Oh, luckily all clear. It's Jill's turn. Now, we're in a bit of a situation here. She's almost dying. Exit's there. All the zombies are on this side. So I'm going to go for a dodge action and see if I can successfully dodge without taking damage. I did not. I got an easy success, but I needed a medium. So she'll take another point of damage, but she will be able to do the action. So she'll use our second action to close this door and then open this one. I realized that I'm missing a zombie. There's a zombie in here. So as this door opens, she's got 1 action left and she's going to take a shot. Is she going to take a shot or is she going to wait? She's going to wait, actually, because she's not doing very well on health. So we're now in reaction phase. So now this door is shut. None of these zombies can react to the situation. So even though these zombies have almost killed Jill, we've just about kept us healthy. Just about. But now this door is open, this zombie will move forward 1 space. And then I get to draw attention. Thankfully, all clear. It's Chris's turn. He's going to spend 2 of his actions to use these 2 green herbs. We'll discard them in the discard pile and heal Jill by 2 points. Third action, and then 4th action to shoot. Now hopefully Chris will be able to actually hit something. So we'll spend 3 bullets and we will roll 3 dice. We do get a hit. The zombie gone. Lovely. Ooh. I think we're going to be successful in this mission now. So that was his 4th action. Reaction. Nothing to react to. So we now draw a card. It's all clear. Whew. Jill's turn. So she can go 1, 2, 3 and use an action to use the special tile to escape. And then attention card. Fevered Assault. Unnatural vigor possesses the undead as they hurt themselves towards you. Oh, they hurl themselves towards you in a stumbling run. During the next player's turn, increase enemy movement value by 1. Ooh, that can be quite scary, but we're in a good position. The door is shut, so we don't have to worry about that. And Chris can just go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to escape. Now, the mission was for both characters to successfully escape through the door, which they have. So that would be a mission success. That was quite a challenging one, actually, with the dice not going in our favour and Jill almost dying, but she did make it through. So this will give you a good little intro of how the game is played. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to see what mission we're going to be doing next, and then in the next video, we'll then start the campaign properly on one of these 4 floors. So, for this one, we've got the main hall, and they're connected to multiple rooms. Some doors are currently locked, so we need to find some items. To find them, we have to go through some of these places and encounter these scenarios and see what's in them, and they might contain the items we need. On a normal playthrough, you can decide which one of these you want to do. So you can go to East A1 or you can go to 2 West A. It's completely up to you, but in order to go through these locked items, you need to have the corresponding items to do so. So we're going to do this a little bit differently. We're going to randomly decide where we go. To begin with, these are all numbered, so you can see this is a 6, a 5, a 3, and a 2. So for ease of purposes, I've got my D6. And we got a 6. So we are going to go here, on the 2nd floor, West A. Now, to start the campaign properly, we'll end on a note for you as to put in the comments. We're going to be playing this campaign with 2 characters. We can choose between Chris, Jill, Barry, or Rebecca. So in the comments, tell me who your two choices would be for the campaign, and we'll see see if there's the most votes. And then in the next video, we'll start campaign episode 2, with 2nd floor West A, and we'll find out who our characters will be on the next episode. If you enjoyed, make sure you give a like, a subscribe. Like I said, put a comment about your favourite Resident Evil duo for this campaign, and we'll catch you all next time.